All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 706. I'm your host, GPD, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man who has no opinion on the Halo Infinite progress system. Wombat.
That is a very accurate statement.
You may be the only one.
I didn't know that it was something that people had opinions on. That's how out of touch I've been last week or so.
It's heated.
Is it heated?
It's heated.
I only care about the Beatles right now. That's about it. That's all we talk about in this house.
The millennials aren't happy.
Well, you know, it sucks to be a millennials. They do have Falcons, though.
What? Right. It's horrible. Let's start over. All right. No. All right. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Shipwreck, how you doing? We're back from Thanksgiving break. We're doing a Monday night show because one of us is busy, but we can't tell you who. Well, maybe we can. I don't know.
I didn't realize that. I didn't know that was a secret.
I don't know. We could play Guess Our Secret.
Yeah.
The secret is I'm going out of town on a business trip. So
All right.
we can't do a show on Wednesday.
Right. Nice.
It's exciting business.
Will there be
secret.
robots?
There's always some robots, some level of robots.
Right. Whether it's just you're working on a robot or a robot cleaning up after you while you're working. There will be a robot there. Or the sex robot that they provide for all
Right.
these
There's
trips.
always a robot of some sort. I only go on trips that have robots involved.
Of
That's
course.
fair.
Well, if everybody had that option, they would do that. But
That is true.
we can't all be
You
you.
can take a robot with you. Wherever you go, you can take a robot if you want.
What kind of robot could I take with me?
I don't know. What do you got?
What if I just
Look
wanted
around.
to take? What if I just wanted to take a Robert with me? Can I do that?
Only if you're playing Forza and they pronounce it like robot.
Robert.
Robert.
No,
Robert.
it's Rabbit.
Robert.
Rabbit. There's no R at the end. At the second R does not exist.
We found an event you might like, Robert.
Yes, so many events.
Yep.
So much
We're
time.
talking about Forza yet? Is that what
No.
we're going to talk about right now?
No.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
All right, we'll talk about Forza later.
Let's talk about Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Did anybody have a good Thanksgiving? A special Thanksgiving?
It was okay. It was mixed. We had a nice time. We went to my parents' house. My grandmother is 100 years old. And I don't know if you know this about people when they're 100. If they sneeze, they have to go to the hospital. So she sneezed and was in the hospital on Thanksgiving. They thought they were going to need to remove her gallbladder. And they had her there for observation for literally during Thanksgiving.
Oh, you're not kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
Oh,
And the
that
next
sounds
day they were
bad.
like, she's fine. They actually didn't have to remove her gallbladder, but my great grandmother is my grandmother, not great grandmother, my kid's great grandmother. My grandmother is 100, missed Thanksgiving. So it was this kind of like thing of, well, let's try to have a nice Thanksgiving, even though my mother's in the hospital.
Right.
And not in the house where she lives. Because she lives with my parents.
A very whack Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So otherwise it was nice.
Was the turkey moist?
The turkey was moist. I bought a shrimp ring. That was my item that I brought to Thanksgiving. You know those rings of cocktail shrimp?
The ones that you wear on your fingers.
Yeah, yeah. And I went high end this year. I'm like, I'm gonna get good shrimp, and I got good shrimp.
Last year, you're
really,
like, I'm going to get that shitty shrimp over there. Look, the green
you know what
shrimp.
it is?
Shrimp this year.
Yeah, exactly. Like you could get extra large is like is what most places sell. And I was like, and I searched like, where can I get really good jumbo shrimp cocktail?
Magnums, they call it.
So wait, is jumbo larger than extra large?
Yes.
So
Yes.
you went with extra large last year, and now it's a jumbo.
Well, I didn't do it last year. I wasn't on shrimp detail
Clearly.
last year. So this year, I'm like, I'm getting the jumbo shrimp. I had to wait online for an hour.
Why would anybody advertise they have extra large shrimp? Why wouldn't you just say
The
we
place
have
I
jumbo
went
shrimp?
to literally sells both. They had extra large and jumbo. And the guy handed me after waiting an hour, hands me an extra large tray, a tray of the extra large shrimp. And I could tell right away, but the sticker was on it that said extra large. I could tell by looking at it. And I go, I ordered jumbo. And the guy looks at the shrimp and he looks at me and he looks at the shrimp and he goes, I am so sorry. And he made this poor girl like run, and they made me a new fresh jumbo platter. and those guys are massive.
Here, put a different sticker on this one in the back.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I'm like, they better not do that. I actually said that to my wife.
He took a look at you. That's why he was looking at you. He's like, could this guy kick my ass when he finds out that I gave him the extra large shrimp?
Shrimp. Yeah, no, I can tell.
No, he's not even an extra large shrimp.
Yeah. Except,
Hey, now.
hey, that hurts.
What a crock! That's a big crock.
He said that too.
I don't think I've ever run across an extra large shrimp before.
You probably have, because you probably see that more than jumbo shrimp and don't even realize. That is probably the honest truth.
Is there a law saying that you can't call a shrimp a jumbo shrimp just whenever you feel like it?
I don't know.
Because I feel like, why wouldn't you just call all your shrimps jumbo shrimps? I mean, obviously, if they're tiny, people will be like,
right,
oh, that's not a jumbo shrimp.
You either got popcorn,
right?
Just
there's two sizes.
Shrimp,
there's two sizes,
or jumbo shrimp.
That's
like,
it.
there's not,
because that's not, because I mean, shrimp when you buy. Here, I'm going to talk way too much about buying shrimp now for all our listeners who care. When you buy shrimp, you don't actually buy shrimp by that name. You actually buy them by how
Ralph.
many you get per pound.
I want 7 pounds of Ralph.
So you would say, I would like 1 pound of, I think it's like 12 13s. So it'd be like 12 shrimp per pound, 12 to 13 shrimp
this
per
is the
pound.
most complex thing.
I went to Whole Foods and I went, it's those. I pointed. I said nothing. I point those. I want this weight, and then they put it in the thing, and then you leave.
I'm just saying, but if you
are you teaching people how to buy shrimp right now?
Yes, I
it's
was
not
trying
that
to teach
hard.
people.
I feel like you just see the shrimp, and then you say, "I want this amount," and then they put a sticker on it, and then you pay for it. Right?
You'd be wrong. I'm telling you.
But I bought shrimp before, and I feel like that's pretty much how it went.
I know, and that probably is how it went. But you're not getting the best shrimp when you do.
You're saying that Whole Foods has like a separate secret shrimp area that though they don't put out in front, and you have to ask by. You need to know the number, the secret number, 12.
Yes.
Wow, that's really like that seems like a weird business move. Because how are they going to sell those shrimp to the people who don't know about that? They're going to be rotting shrimp in the back.
Well, you just say, you could ask for the.
Give me the good shrimp, not the shitty Whole Foods shrimp. Have you been inside a Whole Foods before?
I have been inside a Whole Foods.
Okay, just checking.
You could get what you would want to ask for is the colossal jumbo shrimp.
Wait, there's another version?
There is another. That's what I'm trying to I'm telling you. I know it sounds crazy, but it doesn't matter. Yes, colossal is one size.
So you ate an entire tray of jumbo shrimp.
Pretty much. Long story short.
No, extra large shrimp.
Long story short.
You paid for the jumbo shrimp.
We're going to get so many angry reviews. I missed the politics. 1 star.
Probably not. The fish society, the shrimp society is going to be all over you. This bad shrimp information.
Yeah. I'm just trying to help our listeners out.
Right. All right. 12 13s of everybody. Just remember, as for the 12 13s.
And I actually don't know if it's 12. I was just making up a number. I was trying to look it up, but whatever.
So no information for anybody.
Yeah.
Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just remember my tip. When you see the shrimp in the store, if that's the one you want, you point to that and say, I would like that.
No, I was right. Colossals are, it's 13.15, I believe. Colossals. 13.15.
Awesome.
I said 12.13. I was close. I got the 13 right.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Did you,
So are they training the people that are selling you these shrimp to know these things? Because I feel like
Wombat's training them while he's online.
I feel like if I'm going to a grocery store, they're just there to work and give people shrimp that they point at.
Yeah, and that's what most people do. I'm just saying, if you go in there, you could say, hey, do you have any 13s? And they may be like, actually, we do.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh, you're a guy who knows his way around a shrimp.
Right. Oh, wow. This is what the people want. This is the information that people need and crave.
Mm-hmm.
We're providing it for you on this Cyber Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Did you buy anything on Cyber Monday or Black Friday? Did you take advantage of the deals that have been going on all month?
I bought a mattress.
Nice. But
I made a major purchase.
A mattress? I just bought one. How come you didn't ask me about the mattress that I bought?
I actually did ask you once about the mattress.
No, but you asked me before I bought it. I had it. Now I've had it for several months. I could have told you about it. It's too late now. You already fucking bought them. Yeah, so I love it. I think I would highly recommend it.
We went looking over this summer, and we went to the Casper store, and we liked what they're offering. But at the time, it was only 15% off. But for Black Friday, they did 30% off the same mattress. So I'm like, 30% is more than 15. Yeah, that's cheaper. Let's just order it, and it should be here on Friday. And that's the end of that mattress story.
Awesome.
Was it going to fit in the tent?
You can use the old one. It's not an air mattress. What kind of mattress did you get? Did you get the hybrid?
Yes, we got the hybrid, the whatever the top of the line one is, but without the cooling system.
The colossal hybrid?
Whatever.
Extra large?
Yeah, exactly. The 13s.
1315s.
I got the 1315 mattress.
Yeah. You got to
It'll be fine. I'm sure.
Yeah. We're enjoying. We've got a
I think it a Lisa.
A Satva.
Oh, Satva. Okay.
We had a Lisa for a while and then it died, and now we have a Satva. It's got good bounce.
We're talking about all of our mattresses now.
Yes.
Okay.
Does your mattress have good bounce?
I've got a Sleep Number, so I can adjust the bounce.
Right.
We looked at the Sleep Number. Yeah, I wasn't too keen on it, but that's everyone is different, so that's all I have to say about that.
It's true. What number are you?
He's a 1315.
I'm like an 80, 85, I think.
Those are tiny.
Oh wow, you can really dial in.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Nice. So did you buy anything else more exciting than a mattress?
Did I? Not really. That was about it.
No. What about you, Ship? You probably did a lot of damage. You didn't have to buy a mattress. All that free capital.
I don't know that I bought a lot of presents for people.
Right.
Like I wasn't out looking for
yourself.
My own on that. Yeah. I don't know. Like,
right.
I didn't see anything that was that great of a deal that like I was in the market for.
Right.
What'd you get?
I bought a replacement for the camera that I broke when the water was pouring in, and I yanked the camera out of the thing and broke the cable. I haven't taken it out of the box yet. It's the Razer Keo Pro. It was $100 off a $200 camera. So they got
it was $100.
So it was $100, and that got my attention. That's good. You're good at math. Excellent. I'm probably going to use that for table tennis streaming because it does 1080p 60 frames per second. Nobody needs to look at my face any better than this right now. I feel like this quality is a little blurry. It's good. Like you don't need that much detail. You certainly don't need 1080p for my face, but for table tennis it'd be good. And what else did I buy? Oh, I bought something you might be interested in. I bought a wireless CarPlay adapter.
I looked at
Apple
those
CarPlay
after you said you got one.
Yes.
So
I would recommend getting one. I had to rent a car for a few days because I got rear-ended and had to get my car fixed. So I rented a Cadillac. They gave me a Cadillac SUV, and it had wireless CarPlay in it with the touchscreen, which two of those things I don't have. And that's really like a big difference, not to have to plug the phone in every time and just have the fucking thing pop up on the screen. So I just said they had one for like $90 on Amazon. It was called like the Carlin, like, isn't like there's like a GPS thing called like Garlin. It's like that, but with like a C, I think. It works great. Like you plug it in, it takes like 10 seconds to connect when you get in the car, and then it pops up on the screen. It does it through the Wi-Fi, your phone's Wi-Fi. The only problem with it is that if you use your phone to like unlock your door and other like smart home shit, at least with my car, it stays connected to the car for a few minutes after you turn it off. Or it's like it thinks it's still connected. So like if you go to try to open your garage door with your phone, like I try to do sometimes, it just will not work unless you disconnect from that first. So, and I didn't realize that. Other than that, it's great. And the thing is really small. It's like the size of like a big book of matches, and it just plugs in the USB and just sits in there. I like it.
Cool. I'll think about it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I did look at those after you said something. I'm like, oh, I bet I'd like that.
It's nice to not have to fumble for the cable. You wind up using it more, But
I just plug mine in every time I get in, and I'm kind of used to it now.
I know, but it's nice to not have to do that. And
it's a nice thing to have. I don't see it like I wanted that originally,
Yeah.
But then like now, like I just have a little tray there where the phone sits, and I plug it in every time I get in.
The cool thing about that Cadillac, I don't know, it's like I forgot what it was. It's like their compact SUV. I don't even know. But
The Fiesta.
No, it was a Cadillac. I said
Yeah, the Cadillac Fiesta.
XT5 or S, I don't know, something E. You could slide. It had a slot
Great
for your
name.
phone. You just slide. Right. It was ridiculously. It had a slot for your phone, and it would charge it. You just drop the phone in the slot like a toaster, and it would charge it for you automatically.
That also is what happens when I plug my phone in.
Yeah,
my
but you
little
don't
USB
have to
cable.
plug it in. I'm saying you just drop it in. You don't have to worry about it. And anyway, I like that part, and I liked having the touchscreen too. I don't have a touchscreen either.
Really?
Yeah, my car's 4
I
years
have
old.
a touchscreen.
Your car, you just got your car's brand new, and no one's getting a touchscreen now. If you try to buy a car now, even I sell like even if you buy like $100,000 BMW, it's no touchscreen in the car. Just like they give you like a $500 credit or something like inconsequential on a $100,000 car. So yeah, you got one up.
Woohoo!
The EcoSport has a touchscreen.
Yep.
Wow.
Big one too.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got here? Oh, for my Thanksgiving, we went to my parents' house and we ate delicious turkey and watched. I made my family watch I Think You Should Leave, all the inappropriate scenes. Ty really did, and I just went along with it. It was fun. It was fun to watch like all my old relatives watch the haunted house scene where the guy's yelling out jizz and horsecock.
Mm-hmm.
My Uncle Stan really enjoyed that.
But I really want to know.
I don't want anyone to have the worst day ever. Anyway, that was fun. And then my cousins were there and they told me that they had tickets for the Islander game the next night. And so we got to go to the brand new UBS Arena, which was just the Islanders. I think I played 3 games there. It just opened up like in November. It cost over $1 billion. And
to go see a game for a regular person.
Close. It cost $1 billion to build the stadium, and it was like a big source of controversy over the years because Nassau Coliseum was the home for the Islanders, and the owner wanted like money from Nassau County to build a new one, and the resident there was pushback, and even like the residents voted against it. And then they moved to Brooklyn, but like that stadium sucks for hockey, and it's also not Long Island, and it's really far for people to get to. So they built this brand new finally beautiful thing, and it's in Belmont, right by where the horse races are. It's like it's right there. So we got to check it out, and my cousin is pretty connected, so he had like these crazy luxury box seats, which were like it's a new type of luxury box. I've never seen a luxury box like this before, where the luxury box itself is on the interior of the building. There's no window that looks out into the arena or anything. It's just basically a bar with a bartender and couches and like bar tables and a bathroom. And that's it. And then you open that door, walk down the hallway, and then there's another door you walk into, and that's just the arena. You just walk right in and you're on the first floor of the arena.
You're on the ice.
You're not on the ice, but you could throw a ping pong ball onto the ice as soon as you open the door. You're basically right at your seats, which are like the 2nd to 4th rows or something like that. So the Islanders lost. They have not won a game yet at their new arena, and they lost again.
That's because everyone on the team has COVID. I think the game you went to, there were 9 starters out.
They had
of them
seven COVID scratches. Yeah.
Not just 7 players, though. 7 starters.
Right.
Due to COVID.
I don't watch any hockey anymore, so I really didn't know any of the players. But it is awesome to watch the game when you can see the expression on the players' faces as they're getting nailed into the boards.
I'm 3rd string. I'm not supposed to be here.
We got to see Brian Boyle, who's 6'7", plays for the Penguins. It was cool. We tried to go the one thing was like they had no, I guess because of COVID, there's no food vendors bringing food around.
Sure.
And even for like the fancy luxury box area, there's no, you can't even order food to your seat or anything. So to get food, either you're ordering like an $80 tray of hot dogs to the luxury box, or you're going into with the general population of the arena.
Oh no.
So, but have you been to like a sports stadium since COVID recently?
No.
Right. So
Yeah.
you have? We walked up, we opened up the doors in between periods. We walked up like 2 flights of stairs. You open up the doors and there's just so many people. They did check vaccinations status before you got in, but no masks. and just so many fucking people. And we're just like, you know what? We don't really need to wait online to pay $17 for a Bud Light right now. Let's just go back and get some water.
I went to a Reds game. There's not that many people there, and it's outside.
It's outside, right? It's a big difference.
How much is a Coca-Cola at a Reds game? Because the Islanders charge $14 for one.
Yes, they do.
It's probably like, I don't know, $6 to $8 maybe.
It's so ridiculous.
$8 was a water I saw. We didn't get anything. We got free water.
I fail to see the point of going to any game where there's.
It's crazy. It's
it
so
is
expensive.
Crazy.
I don't know how much the parking was because it was the total hookup. Like we got like the free parking, like everything.
Yeah, because
so I'm never going back to another hockey game ever again.
That was one of the things people were complaining about also.
Come here, we'll go to a Cyclones game.
Yeah.
Well, they said the parking was crazy too.
Yeah, it's like $35-$40 for parking or something like that.
Yeah. Anyway, the arena, like the seats that we were in were awesome. We didn't really venture around much. These seats even had a table next to them. So if you did manage to get food somehow, you had your own table and you weren't like right on top of people. I recommend being very, 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 very rich so you can afford one of these luxury boxes. That's probably the best way to see these games. That's my review. Or know somebody who is and that can give you their tickets for free. Anyway, let's move on. There's a lot of show feedback. Maybe we should skip some of the show feedback. Why don't you cherry pick the very best of the show feedback, Wombat?
Okay, I'll read this. Excuse me. From Dr. Trey, who said, "Hello, I just want to say I enjoyed listening to you guys. I've been listening since my first medical residency, which was 15 years ago at this point, and I have enjoyed hearing how life has changed around you, gaming and families."
Oh, doctor, this man's having a stroke.
Yeah, you guys are hilarious. I do have one small suggestion. A few weeks back, you guys mentioned try to be more inclusive. And then this week, you even mentioned having a few female listeners, which will lead into our next set of comments. I like that you went I like that you went away from Watch This Bitches, but I think Watch This Boys is still not quite there. May I suggest Watch This People? Anyway, keep up the great work.
That sounds like you're people watching, which is, I like to do that.
That would be that'd be Watch These People, not Watch This People.
How about Watch This Bastards? Is that better?
How about just Watch This?
How about Watch This Bozos? That's very, very inclusive for everybody.
Watch This Jerks.
Jerks is good.
Mm-hmm.
Suckers. Could work. We'll get some feedback on that. Maybe.
Yeah, we'll have to workshop
point well taken. We will take that into consideration. But we need to have something better than Watch This People, I think.
Yeah, and you mentioned on the last show that you didn't believe that we actually had female listeners, and a couple of our female listeners posted on the YouTube stream. Sam said, "I'm a lady, been listening to the podcast for about a decade, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Thanks for the years of entertainment." And Erica said, "I'm a female listener. I've been listening with husband since 2013. Also, Wombat sounds like Olaf, and I really wanted to say I like warm hugs. I will not."
What won't you say?
I like warm hugs. I like warm hugs. I like warm hugs.
I didn't quite nail it, but
yeah.
Got to work on this technologies.
And I knew what you were doing, and I tried to play into it.
I know you're too fast. You're too quick for me. I had to select a different bank and everything. All right, that was some good show feedback. Let's do Watch This.
Okay.
Watch this. What? No,
am I the only one that watched a movie?
There are no movies anymore.
No,
there are movies.
I watched 8-Bit Christmas. Did you guys watch that?
No, I saw that was a movie though.
Is it because you're Jewish?
It is. No, it's because Neil Patrick Harris is in it, and you know how I feel about that.
Why? He's delightful.
I don't know.
He's the best. He's like maybe the best.
What's your problem with Neil Patrick Harris?
I don't know.
I'm gonna fight you after the show. Meet me in the parking lot.
How is it?
It's cute. It's it is straight up.
I never heard of it.
A Christmas Story. It's
a retelling of A Christmas Story, but it takes place in the 80s as opposed to the
correct. It's
50s.
What if old people like us had a Christmas Story movie?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. It's on HBO.
Oh,
the HBOs. So yeah, my worry with all of these like video game themed things, there's like, how pandering is it going to be? Like,
How pandering do you want it?
I don't want it to be that pandering, but I also don't want it to, I like the balance between it not being like wrong about video games, but also like not like super nerdy, I guess is the right balance that I'm looking for. And it made me chuckle a few times. There's some Power Glove type stuff. It's
Why is it an 8-bit Christmas? Because it's like the plot revolver on buying like a hard to get video game
he wants
console.
a Nintendo.
He wants a Nintendo.
Yeah,
Okay.
he wants a Nintendo.
Wants a Nintendo for
That's the
Christmas.
plot?
It's similar.
Mhm.
Think of the plot to a Christmas. What's the plot to a Christmas story?
Right, he wants the Red Ryder BB gun.
Correct.
And the parents won't buy it.
Take the Red
Okay,
Ryder
that's
BB
it?
come out, and you put the Nintendo right
But
there.
it's not like a cult classic like that, or an actual classic. Not even a
It's
cult
a
classic.
It's a brand new movie.
I don't know. Extreme74 in the chat says it was okay at best.
That's fine.
Shipwreck likes okay. He doesn't want anything too good. He doesn't want to get too excited over there about really anything.
It's a Christmas movie about.
But a
Nintendo.
Christmas Story was also a Christmas movie, but it was, it was something more than that.
What was it more than that?
It was a cinematic masterpiece.
It was.
I don't know. I
The
haven't watched
writer
it.
and director of Porky's.
Right.
I haven't watched it in
Christmas
20 years.
Stories is like, here's the thing that's like slightly inappropriate for all the viewers.
Yes. That's why it was good. Of course. Of course. Now you understand. So is this slightly inappropriate for all the viewers?
Only in a couple areas, I think, and not nearly as much.
Okay. Well, that's
Full
a
frontal
bad,
male nudity.
that's
Is
a
that-
mark
Of
against it.
course. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Yeah.
I only watch movies.
Nobody wore clothes the entire time.
Nice. It's like Hair the musical.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Push.
I don't know. It's cute. We liked watching it as a family.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, it had some references that made me laugh. I get those things. I recognize the things that they were talking about.
Cool.
What about all this TV crap that you guys have been watching?
So much TV to be watched. Well, I bet you watched Tiger King season 2, right?
No, I have not watched it yet.
I thought you started it.
I wasn't sure if I wanted to.
Oh,
Do I
well,
want to?
well, first of all, here's a few things that it has going for it. I finished it. I finished the second season.
Okay.
It's short. It's like 5 episodes and you're out.
Oh.
Okay, which is nice. It was pretty compelling. It is good to see these crazy fuckers again. There's if you didn't remember, like this time, there's kind of like a new crazy fucker. I mean, he was in it last time. The guy Tim Stark, not Tony Stark. I think it's Tim Stark. Something like that. Tony Stank or something like that. He's like another, all these zoo animal tiger guys are all fucked up. And this guy's crazy and he acts crazy during the whole thing. It's pretty entertaining. I got to admit, it stops abruptly. I didn't realize there's only 5 episodes. And when the 5th one ended, I was like, oh, that's it. And now you're just waiting to sort of see what happens. I would say if you want to dive back in, you're probably not going to be disappointed. But you obviously had to watch the first season first. There's nothing.
Well, that I have. I watched season 1. Yeah.
Yes, you're not gonna know what's happening. But
I just feel like it would just like make me sad. And
No.
I didn't want. No.
No.
Okay.
no. I will say that the first episode, there's a lot of Trump in the first episode, and it got us thinking like, oh, is this whole thing going to be like? Because remember, like they tried to get Trump to pardon.
Mhm.
It was a whole thing. So that's basically just relegated to the first episode. And it's actually pretty interesting. So you may be turned off to that. You're like, I'm not looking for like, I just want, some different assholes. So you don't have to worry. It's just the first episode. And it was good. It was good. It was good.
Mhm. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you watch the live action Cowboy Bebop?
We watched the first episode, but I have to
that's
say,
funny. I watched only the first episode, so we're in the same spot.
have you ever watched any of the anime?
I've watched all of the anime.
No, you haven't.
100%.
It's Adult
It's the
Swim.
only anime I've ever watched.
It was the big
Oh.
Adult Swim
Really?
show.
I watched it in
Everybody
the-
watched Cowboy Bebop.
In
I
the
didn't.
late 90s, it was like the cool thing to do.
Oh,
I was in college at
Hey,
the
the theme
time.
song's on again.
Yeah, we all watched
Take a bong
it.
rip. The theme
All
song.
my friends watched it. It was a thing.
Okay, I hadn't that is something that we've learned. We can chalk that up. Seen every episode of Saturday Night Live,
Yes.
maybe Jeopardy. And
I don't know about every episode of Jeopardy.
but okay, that's okay.
That's a little crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
But Cowboy, how many? I didn't know that. Is there a lot of episodes of Cowboy Bebop?
No, I don't
even
think
know.
so.
So what do you think? I mean, it doesn't matter what I think because I haven't seen anything.
I saw. I didn't hate it as much as a lot of other people seem to hate it.
Did it have the song?
It does have the song.
Okay, it's fine then.
It has a lot of like
it's fine.
jazzy
that song
music
plays.
in it.
Yeah,
it's like, all right,
and you know, what's his face?
John Cho?
No, the other guy, the black guy.
Oh, you mean Jet Black?
Thank you, Jet Black. I don't know why I spaced on the name. Anyway, Jet
How
Black.
could you forget that name? Like I heard that name.
You know why? You know
like,
why? Because I'm building up to the. You know, he's the guy who was your favorite character from Luke Cage. I'm the Bushmaster.
He's Bushmaster?
Yeah,
He's
I know.
a good actor. Wow.
I know. That's why.
I was wait a minute. Hold on. Jet Black. Wow, it's a lot of makeup on.
I think it's literally just the chops. Give him
just wow, that's good.
Give me he looks different. I know.
I gotta
took me a
say
second too. I had to look it up.
I mean, I like the look of it. It looked like it cost a lot of money.
Yes.
It looked pretty cool in some parts. Some parts it looked like it
John Cho was good in it.
He looks great with no shirt on. I gotta say, he's fucking ripped and he's kung fuing everything. But I gotta say, after watching My Name, the Korean Netflix series, which has at least one crazy fight scene in every episode, it's like watching children fight. It's just not, the impact is just so much less. I know like John Cho probably is not a martial arts expert, but, and it looks like, I don't know, the way it's filmed, it just does not, the fight scenes are not compelling compared to what we have in Shang-Chi or My Name, which is another Netflix series, which I would definitely recommend watching. So Mrs. Cheapy noped out. She's just like, it's not as good as My Name. And I want to see, but we finished My Name.
Okay.
So, yeah, Cowboy Bebop. I don't think we're going to be watching anymore, but you probably should watch it because then you can say you've watched all the Cowboy Bebop.
I'm like mixed on it. We'll see.
Okay. We also started watching Hit Monkey.
Is that any good?
It's on Hulu.
I know.
Do you know it's Marvel's Hit Monkey.
Yeah.
Is that pique your interest?
It's a Marvel show,
yes,
and it stars Jason Sudeikis as the voice of the Hit Monkey.
No,
basically, no, he's the ghost that possesses.
It's a very weird show. It's weird.
About a monkey that's possessed by a hitman that has to avenge his own death. Is that the basic plot line?
Not quite possessed, haunted, I would say.
Yeah,
he's haunted by it. And Jason Sudeikis is the ghost. Sudeikis. I don't know. How do you say it? Sudeikis. Okay. He's the ghost. It's animated, and there's a monkey who's a hitman, and he uses guns and swords, and he's in Japan. He's a Japanese monkey. George Takei is in it, does a voice in it as like a political figure, and I gotta say, like it's dumb. It's a little dumb, but it's also funny. Like Mrs. Cheapy, I don't hear Mrs. Cheapy laugh out loud when we watch a lot of stuff. Even like, yeah, it doesn't happen that often. But just the absurdity of like the monkey is just a monkey. So the monkey just, squeals at people. And the ghost is telling the monkey what to say, but the monkey can't talk. So the monkey just squeals and nobody understands him. It's very funny. I would say check it out. It's not like they haven't done like their homework on Japan and like there's everyone's using like American idioms and things of that nature, and there's like some weird shit that it's not very authentic, but it's funny and weird. So I would check it out. It's on Hulu. They're 30 minutes long, the episodes. We like it.
It's long, like really long.
My penis.
Besides that,
it's not.
The Get Back, the Beatles documentary.
That's the Disney Plus.
That is on the Disney Plus. It is, what is it? It's
8 hours.
8 hours. Let's say 7.5 hours long. I'm just trying to do some of the.
Did you watch all of it?
I watched all 8 hours of it.
You took it all in.
I took it all in. It was great. No, it took days. It took a few days, and I didn't even watch like it's broken up into 3 episodes,
Yes.
but it probably should have been broken up into hour-long episodes.
Okay.
Like-
you can do that on your own.
I basically did. So yes, that is how we watched it. We watched
That makes
like
sense
an
to me.
hour.
I want to watch this. I'll watch it.
I think you'll really like. It's very interesting.
I'm sure I like interesting things. I like the Beatles.
I could honestly talk about it for like an hour, but I'm like, how do I concisely say this without it being boring to people? It really does show you the birth of like how the Beatles literally birthed the song and finished the song. So if
Sure.
that's something that you're interested in learning about, especially when it's, when Paul McCartney is sitting there and he's like, and this, I don't know what, maybe we try this, and he starts playing it. And then the next thing you know, he just wrote Get Back.
Yeah, I saw that little 2-minute clip.
Yeah, they show that. They've been showing that clip a lot. And there's other times where things like that happen, where it's like, it's literally like, oh, I was outside and I took a shit on the ground. And I thought I'd bring it in and show everybody, look, it's Octopus's garden. And that's basically like every 20 minutes in that show, something like that happens. It was interesting to see like a lot of misconceptions that I think I had about the Beatles at that time, about who hated who and how little they even spoke to each other, or who was or wasn't talking to who. The idea of Paul McCartney hating Yoko Ono, but you don't really get that at all. Actually, it seems like Paul and Yoko sort of get along. Like, there's definitely tension there. I mean, I don't think anyone on the planet Earth hated the song The Long and Winding Road more than John Lennon. And I don't think anyone wanted to play that song more and more times in a row than Paul McCartney. Like, you get a lot of that kind of headbutting, but it's fascinating. I really loved it. There's the director of the documentary of the original show, and I think he's the real bad guy of the thing. That's my big takeaway. He's like, the Beatles are like, well, if we do a TV show, we should do it in, it could just be us playing and people may want to see that. And the director's like, no one wants to see that. They want to see you guys in Libya in an amphitheater made out of stone in front of 1,000 people with waves crashing behind you. You have to do something big. And the Beatles like, oh, we don't want to go anywhere. So, and the Beatles are right. That's the problem. And somehow people, I guess, another misconception of the time is that people would look at the Beatles and just be like, no, you can't do that. Sure, that's what you want, but you can't do. No, you have to do what we're telling you to do. And it's sort of interesting that those kind of things happened. And especially in hindsight, when you can see where they're right. They aren't always right, but where they are right. And it's where some
had a pretty good
things.
track record.
Yeah, right?
I feel
seemed to know what they were doing.
Yeah, I think they pretty much they had a good.
But
good idea on what they
Michael
wanted to
Lindsay
do.
Hogg, I believe that's the name of the director, was like, because he had just done the Rolling Stones Rock and Roll Circus, which is a pretty ornate television special, which I also recommend watching. It's good. He wanted to do that, but with the Beatles. But the Beatles aren't that, if that makes sense. But and that's why part of why the whole thing sort of implodes. He was like, no one wants to watch you guys just play songs. And I'm sitting on my couch going, I do.
You weren't born yet, though.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. Anyway, that's the Beatles. Go watch it. It's long, but it's worth your time. Did anyone else watch Hawkeye?
Is that long and not worth our time?
The first episode is really good. The second episode is too long. And they're both
not
the same
enough
length.
Hawkeyes.
The second episode, I don't want to spoil it because you haven't seen it, but there's
No.
literally like a 20-minute chunk in the middle of that episode that should have been 30 seconds.
No arrows.
I mean, kind of. I don't want to like ruin the show.
Yeah,
for
don't
anyone.
ruin it. I'm interested in watching that one.
Yeah.
I'm okay with Hawkeye.
It's perfectly fine, and actually, there are things I'm excited to see more of.
As long as he's saving the world from like a cataclysmic event, I think we're good. Just him.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. No, maybe. You know what? There's a big maybe on that. Actually, I'm going to
Perfect.
put a big maybe.
Perfect.
It is possible. Who watched Arcane?
I watched the first episode.
How is it?
It's an anime based on League of Legends that doesn't really have anything to do with the game.
How was the voice direction?
everything, I mean, it looks like they dropped a lot of coin on this. Like, it looks ridiculous. It's one of the best looking animated things out there. It's like, in fact, like all this animated shit that we mentioned, it's all like really good looking now. Like, remember, like there was a period of time where everything looked kind of cheap. Like they would animate stuff and you could tell like, oh, what are we like? We're doing like 5 frames now. Like, but now it's just everything looks, I mean, maybe just there's more money available for these shows because of the streaming services looking to get content, but everything looks like it costs a fortune.
Well, shout out to David Lyerly, the voice director of that game, who may be listening to this show at some point. He's an actual IRL friend of mine who he does all the voice direction for League of Legends. And
I could be in the next season.
Show.
Call me.
Yeah.
I could do a voice like
Twitter.
this.
He probably follows you on Twitter and you don't even realize it.
Oh, here, how about this voice? I say we let him go.
No.
All right. It's pretty, yeah, I will probably watch more of that. We're going to watch that and we'll watch Hit Monkey.
And I watched the 2nd season of Masters of the Universe Revelations. And that's really good and totally worth your time. And I'm talking to you, Cheapy.
I'm not
So I
watching
have
that.
Netflix now.
What?
Mrs. Shipwreck signed up for Netflix.
Yeah, because you're dumb. Why'd you cancel that shit? That was stupid. I knew you'd be back. I knew it.
I haven't paid for it for 18 months.
I
so
knew
I'm
it.
good.
You're back. You're back.
We had to watch the Christmas Chronicles movies. Are you familiar with those?
The Christmas Chronicles. No.
Yes. That's where Kurt Russell is.
That's the Kurt Russell one, right?
The Kurt Russell is Santa
There's
Claus.
more than one?
There's 2 of them. Yeah.
Okay. I know I watched the first one.
Not the Christmas Chronic starring Snoop Dogg and Method Man.
No. And it also stars
Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn is Mrs. Claus. And the girl in it is the same girl that was in Clifford the Big Red Dog. So all
the makings
big
of a classic.
draws, yeah, in our house. But no, I can watch this Masters of the Universe now. My only question is like, it's rated PG.
Mhm.
The Revelation is this something like I can set Dashiell in front of?
Probably not.
You see Tila's breasts.
You don't, but there is some blood and there is real violence.
So we just watched the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie. How does it compare to
Bully
that?
Maguire, you saw?
I would say you may be okay.
That's
I
Spider-Man
don't.
3.
It's fairly short. I don't know if you want to try maybe watching a little of it alone first.
Maybe I'll watch it alone first. That's fine.
I mean, I don't think you'll hate a rewatch of it, to be honest. And you could also like watch 3 episodes, then make up your mind, and then go in with them, and then But each episode's only like 20 minutes.
One last thing about Hit Monkey I forgot to mention. It is incredibly over the top, gory, and violent. Like decapitations, organs, people getting cut in half at the highest level of gore. Looks good though. Artistic. It's very artistic.
Good.
All right, let's move on to, you want to do an ad now?
Yeah, let's talk about our
Yeah.
friends at Mack Weldon.
Let's.
The holiday season is here, and with it comes the yearly questions of what do I wear to non-ugly sweater parties, and how do I maximize my time savoring holiday moments and minimize my time shopping for gifts. If you're not wary holiday wanderer, Mack Weldon has all the answers, whether it's an office party, a party with family and friends, or just a holiday party of you, your couch, and a game on TV. Mack Weldon has all the essentials to keep you stylish and comfortable throughout the season. And their innovative daily wear system has taken the hard work out of outfit planning with pieces designed to work together for any occasion, saving you time and sparing you any extra holiday issues. We're talking top-notch tops, best-selling bottoms, and underwear and accessories that will please even the Scroogiest guys on your list. With Mack Weldon, your holiday heavy lifting will be complete within minutes. I love Mack Weldon. I talked about this a lot. I own over 10 pairs of Mack Weldon underwear, 2 pairs of Ace sweatpants, Sunday pants, shorts, t-shirts, you name it. I got it. I love it. As something of a stickler when it comes to comfortable sweatpants and sweatshirts, I was initially skeptical when I heard the hype around Mack Weldon's Ace collection, but man, was I proven wrong. Pairing super soft, high-performance fabric with unmatched style, these have become the pieces I live in, whether I'm hanging out at home or running errands around town. This former sweat skeptic has a new outlook. Don't sweat it. Just trust Mack Weldon. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a fan of the cold. Feeling like a walking popsicle just doesn't suit me. But with Mack Weldon's warm knit collection that features shirts, vests, pajama pants, and more, my chilly winter days are behind me. Using innovative technology that uses your own body to heat to keep you the perfect temperature. These products from Mack Weldon had me saying something I never thought I would. I'm ready for the cold. This holiday season, every guy deserves to wear unforgettable clothes that he loves for the moments This holiday season, every guy deserves to wear unforgettable clothes that he loves for the moments with loved ones that he'll never forget. That's why Mack Weldon is always on my holiday list for giving and getting. For 20% off your first order, visit mackweldon.com/CAGcast and enter promo code CAGcast. That's mackweldon.com/CAGcast, promo code CAGcast for 20% off. Mack Weldon, get it right this holiday season.
Get it right. The ad copy. No.
I only messed up like 3 times.
Yeah. That's fine.
It's fine.
All right. Let's do those new releases.
Okay. There's a new Asterix and Obelix game out.
What?
You love those.
Would you call me?
Slap them all.
You love those games. Is it in French?
I do love those games. I'm sure there's a French option. This one's a side.
Don't you have to play it in the original French? Otherwise, the dub is just not right.
I think that's probably true, right?
Actually, it probably is.
This one, it's a side-scrolling beat 'em up, like where the other ones were like all the other Asterix and Obelix games, of course, have been like 3D platforming adventure type games. This one is a 2D side-scroller, and the animation on it, I don't know if it has all the frames the Cheapy wants, but the look of it is still really nice because it looks like the comic books. Like it's got that look to it. So I'm excited about that.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not familiar with this game really, in general.
Well,
the series.
Asterix and Obelix.
Oh, it looks cool.
Obelix are. You're familiar with the Smurfs, right, Cheapy?
Yes, I'm big into the Smurfs.
Okay.
Ask me any question about the Smurfs.
What is the smart one called?
Brainy.
No, that's Papa Smurf.
Lame. This is like Apple CarPlay all over again. Did Shanafan put you up to this?
It's a European comic book type of thing. So
it looks. I'm looking at screenshots of it. It looks like a cartoon.
Yeah, it looks cool. I watched some videos of it. I wasn't like, I'm like, this looks really good. I'm not quite convinced they got like all the frames they needed into it, but
right.
it looks cool.
The frames are expensive.
Right.
Gotta pay for those frames.
There's like theme parks that they have for these things in France. Right? There's like a whole Asterix theme park, I think.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
No Obelix theme park?
I'm sure
he works there.
That's the water park.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget, kids, we parked in the Obelix lot.
Right.
Yeah. Other than that, we got this deer simulator game. Is that like on Game Pass or anything?
Yeah, it is on Game Pass.
Okay, it looks like a
weird.
Game Pass game. Yeah.
It's super Game Passy and it looks super weird, and I have not played it.
That one, I don't know. There's like a gun strapped to the top of a deer or something.
Yeah, I don't understand what that's about.
It seems like it's in the same vein as that what was the goat game or
yeah, it looks like Goat Simulator, but it's with a deer, but the deer has a gun. I don't understand it. I saw it. It's on Game Pass. I was like, I don't know if even I can check this one out.
What else?
It's got a 9 out of 10 on whatever Google thing that came up.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. 9 out of 10 seems pretty
I think
good.
Goat Simulator made $1 billion. So, I mean, not literally, but I think it's pretty successful.
A figurative $1 billion.
Yes, a lot of money. cash money. What else?
Really, the Lego Builder's Journey came out for Xbox, and it's $16. Wow. So
What is that?
that's the Apple Arcade artsy Lego game.
Ah, yes.
Remember, I
The
I
tower
talked
you
about
won.
that. Yeah, yeah. So I played through that. It's not that long. It's a worthwhile playthrough, but $16 is
Yeah, that seems like one that should be on Game Pass.
it does. Have you checked out, or are you going to check out the Batman DLC for Hot Wheels?
I have not checked it out. I don't know if I will. I have enough season passes right now that I don't want to invest in another one.
What do you get with that?
You get it's a season pass. It has, I think, 4 or 5 cars in it that are DC villain themed. Like there's a Killer Croc car and a Harley Quinn car, but there's also like other like decorative elements for your room kind of stuff.
Yeah, and
background
like track,
Oh, okay.
yeah, like stuff that you can build.
But it's only like
track
5 cars, so you have to get to level 100 to get all the cars. And I'm like, I don't know.
I don't like when they like make up cars for superheroes or villains. Like if
I
it's
do.
in a movie, if it's in a comic or something, like that's
I really
fine.
enjoy it.
You
I
do?
really
Like-
enjoy it.
I don't.
You
I
want to
hate it a
see
lot.
like fucking Leonardo's, moped or whatever? Like they just made up, or like the Joker's Corvette.
I
I do. I love the Joker's
I
Corvette.
hate that. I saw that in Target today. I want to throw it out the window.
The thing is, there's been Joker mobiles.
I know,
Right?
right? There's plenty
Yeah,
of good
familiar.
ones to choose from. He's not
Just
going to
try.
drive a fucking like 60s Stingray Corvette. That's ridiculous.
That's dumb. The spider buggy's cool though.
Well, of
That's
course.
canon, though.
That is canon. And the Thanos copter. That one's cool.
There's a reason why Joker's Corvette is like the only toy left on the shelves in Target, along with the Eternals Lego. It's those two things. That's all they have at Target.
My daughter saw the Eternals yesterday with her friend, and her friend cried 4 times during the
Oh,
movie.
wow. That's emotional.
That is
She
emotional.
may need to see help, actually.
It's-
She may need to see somebody about that.
I feel like we'd be really into this Hot Wheels DLC if Forza wasn't.
yeah, if there
Forza
wasn't
didn't exist.
if there wasn't a Forza, and if it was like 100 cars in
No,
this,
you'd be into.
in-
I think you'd definitely be into it if it wasn't for Forza.
there's a distinct
Right.
possibility.
Like
Yeah.
I look at it and I'm like, okay, like Dashiell would probably enjoy this. Like we would buy the Batman pack of cars,
Mhm.
but we haven't because
We have another.
We have other
car
cars.
thing,
yeah, we have a lot of other cars.
a lot of other cars.
All right,
Especially you.
should we move along so we can get to talk about that stuff?
Yeah,
Sure.
let's do
Should
it.
we go to? Oh, I forget which button this is. Yeah, it is. It's this one. Nice. And there is some, isn't there? Usually there isn't any. Now
No,
there
there's
is.
big Fortnite news. Just, a quick reminder for everyone that this season, not just the season, but the chapter ends this weekend with the new chapter, chapter 3, starting next week. I
They
believe
went
next
for it. They went
Tuesday.
straight from 2 right to 3.
Nobody
well, they
saw that
went-
coming.
They went chapter 2, season 1 through 8. And
Almost like paragraphs.
yep. And don't forget, when you buy your new season pass, to use code Wombat5277 because it helps me. But I'm really excited. Saturday, we have a busy day on Saturday, but I actually blocked out the time. I have a doctor's appointment in the morning. I have a party to go to that night, but I made sure that I was free from 4 to 5 so I can watch the Fortnite event on Saturday. So it's going to be exciting. My son also is all set up now. He has his own account now. So we've been playing together on 2 Xboxes and 2 TVs, like real professionals. And I set him up where he actually had the season pass for this season, and he'll get it for next season for one low price. And with there only being 1 week left, he's like, there's no way I'm going to reach level 100 in 3 days. And I said, challenge accepted. So I got on a level 100 in about 4 days. Took me 4 days.
And I guess that's why it's fortnightly news.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. So
So what's chapter 3? Spider-Man?
Spider-Man is supposed to be in it.
Of course he is.
Yeah, not necessarily in the season pass, but he's definitely going to be for
Right. It's
capacity.
chapter 3. Here comes Spider-Man.
Yeah, here comes Spider-Man. Just like the Avengers game, where Spider-Man is coming to PlayStations tomorrow.
They did 2 entire chapters without Spider-Man. It's time.
Yeah, it's time for Spider. Oh, I would love an all Spider-Man season pass, but I know a lot of people that are like, no, that's dumb. I'm like, no, it would be awesome, but whatever. I'll temper my excitement for it all.
I'll temper not talking about Spider-Man with guns.
Spider-Man with guns is going to be fun.
Sorry, I have to
Spider
check.
guns.
I have to check my charity auction for Matthias Falk's signed table tennis racket. It's ending in 2 minutes. It's up to $610. I'm out.
All right. So none of us have the Avengers on a PlayStation platform, do we?
We do not.
All right, so we're gonna miss out on Spider-Man, who I believe is just in it. Like, it's not like they added a little storyline like they did for Black Panther or even Hawkeye. It's just, oh, here's your game, and now Spider-Man.
And almost like it's almost surprising like they didn't. Like, is he always going to be on Sony? Like, I know they have the deal with him and everything, but at the same time, it's like, really, like you're holding him up on this Avengers game. Like, you have to think like they might want to do a deal to just put him on PC and.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it
Buy a buyout. You mean a buyout?
Look, a dog. More sooner than later, but who knows? Who knows? They're changing the whole like a lot of the systems in the game tomorrow. So I'm actually going to check that out. I did re-download it. My bi-monthly re-download of the Avengers game on my Xbox to check out what's new with it. I will give that the new loot system a shot.
But they're not going to give you anything with it.
You get new skins.
It's all this, but all the stuff that you want is all stuff you have to buy.
Well, that's just it. Now they're saying there are ways to earn some of those buy skins in game without having to buy them.
Yeah,
like
I turned it on a few weeks back because Dash and I were playing through some of the.
They had that free set of skins. Did you get that?
We got that. We don't use those. Those are real dumb.
Yeah, they are dumb.
But we were playing through some of the Black Panther stuff because he likes Black Panther, so it's like, okay, here you go.
That's fair.
And like you pull up the screen, and it's literally like a menu that fills up the entire screen with all these costumes. And he's like, "Oh, I want that one. I want that one." I'm like, "No,
$20."
Yeah, it's like,
is that how much they cost? How much do they cost?
I have no idea.
Some of them cost like $15.
Is it because of the currency? You don't know how much it is?
Yeah.
I have no idea how much it is. Like, I'm looking up at the menu, going, "Is this like?" I'm looking at my 3 different kinds of currency or whatever that are up in the corner. I'm like, I don't have any of that currency. I'm sorry, bud. We don't have that type of money.
That costs right. Look, we just signed up for Netflix. We don't have this. We don't have these costume money. Meanwhile, I thought I was going to be getting these paddles for like $200 each. They're fucking like, yeah. Some of them are over like about $2,000. I'm crazy. That was crazy thought. Oh.
But yeah, check it out. Check out the update. Maybe something you want will be there. It'll use finally a use for the green in-game currency that you have. I have like 17,000 of that I've never used.
They should let you unlock the costumes through gameplay. I mean, that's going to make get people.
Like, there should be some reward for somebody actually playing the game.
Exactly. Right? It's so dumb
like,
to
hey,
not
you're
do.
Here.
Yes.
You're here. We need some people to be here.
Yes.
I give them credit that they literally keep trying. It's very funny. And knowing me, I'll probably download it. I'll turn it on tomorrow. I'll play like one mission and be like, all right, it's the same Avengers, and just turn it on and uninstall it. But whatever. That's that.
Okay, now we can talk about Forza.
Yes.
Now's the time Shipwreck can brag about how he found all the roads.
Tell us how you found all the roads.
I found all the roads. That's old news though by this point. Man, that was so long ago that I found all the roads.
So how much of it did you play on your phone?
I've probably played, I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 hours of it on my phone.
Okay.
So I've been
getting
using
that
the backbone.
thing.
Yeah. I've been using the backbone with the remote play because it plays very well and I could play it at my in-laws. So I was doing that. I'm systematically checking things off now, right? Like I'm fine. I'm like at level 150 or so.
That's crazy.
I'm in the Hall of Fame, so I've completed the main.
You're in the actual Forza Hall of Fame, though, not the one in the game.
Right.
You're the
statue.
They
Yeah.
put a statue up.
So, I've done all of the danger signs. I
I like
3-starred
the
all of those.
I like the danger signs. Those are the most fun things in the game.
Yeah, that's why I went and did all those.
Yeah.
I've 3-starred all but one of the speed traps. There's one that they put in the middle of water that's really annoying, and I've watched videos on how to do it, and basically it looks like I have to go like put in a code to put somebody's like their tuning of a specific kind of car so that it doesn't like slow down on the water.
I was going to
the
ask
water,
you
like,
ask you that question. That's my question. You're a Forza expert.
I am not.
Do you
I have no idea what's going on in this
regularly
game.
do you regularly upgrade any of your cars,
No.
or is it generally just this is the car I got, this is the car I'm going to drive?
Yeah, that's what I do. I mean, I do all the like the mastery stuff, right? Like you go in and go like,
Mhm.
okay, yeah, give me like the bonus for drifting or whatever.
Okay, I usually only do it as far as until I get the wheel spin out of the car, and then I'm kind of done with it.
Oh, well, you want to at least upgrade one all the way,
Okay.
right? Like get a really good one. Like I have like an S2 rated Porsche of some sort, and once you get it all the way like leveled up, all the mastery, that's like your go-to car for like just getting all of the masteries for everything, because you can spend those points on all the cars.
Gotcha.
Right. So like I just drive for like 5 minutes in that car. Like if you go over like the dunes area or whatever near the beach,
Mm-hmm.
you can get like super high combos on that. And then like I get like 20 something stars or whatever. And then I go load up another car all the way. So yeah, I think I have like 200 cars in my garage, something like that. It's
a lot.
I'm doing everything in Forza.
Cool. Enjoy.
Are you doing did you try any of the Royale stuff, the Battle Royale stuff?
I did it once. I tried it once. I had no idea really what was going on other than drive towards Storm Circle. And I did. And then I made it down and there was like 5 people left. And then next thing I know, it was like, so-and-so challenges you. And I didn't know what I was supposed to do at that point.
Lose.
And then I was out. Like, am I racing this person?
You're
Am I
racing them. Yeah.
I'm like, am I supposed to
What else
drive
you gonna
into
do?
them?
No,
drive
you're
into
supposed
them?
to- it like puts an icon on the map, and it's like whoever gets there first. It needs more rules around it. I find, because it's just a crapshoot unless you really have memorized every like inch of the map of like, hey, am I supposed to take a road to get there the fastest, or am I just supposed to just like cut across through
I
all of
always
these, like,
go straight shot. If I see it says icon this way,
you're not gonna do well on a consistent basis then, because there's too many differences in elevation, or there might be rocks or buildings that are like suddenly like right in your path,
Or there might not be.
or there might not be. That's why
there may
Exactly.
not
That's why
be,
it's
and
like-
I might just go like, maybe I'll hit a big jump, and the next thing I know, I land on the checkpoint.
I almost wish like it would tell you like, hey, this challenge is like for roads. Like it pops up, it's like, hey, you got to stay on the roads on this one, or hey, this is an off-road one, like to get to that point. But I don't know. It's pretty fantastic. I'm doing all of the seasonal challenges too. You doing those?
Really? No, I haven't even bothered.
Yeah. It took me a while to figure out what they are, because there's just like so many weird things in this game. Like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of game there. But now I've almost got through all of the. What are they on, the autumn season right now?
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I've almost got to enough points to get all the cars, the whatever,
The
2
autumn
that you
cars.
get. Yeah. But
Seems like a lot of work for 2 cars. That's my problem.
it's a little bit of effort involved, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But Chibi, are you playing?
I'm playing this game very differently than you are. I'm just driving around and listening
That's
to
all
the
I'm doing.
music. No,
all I'm
you're
doing.
looking for roads and like checking things off.
Not anymore.
Well, I know, but you're doing all the things. I'm just like, oh, like I wanted that activity looks good. Let me do that. Or let me just drive around and drift around and listen to this radio station.
Are you good at drifting?
Sure.
The drift challenges? Are
Oh,
you 3 stars on the drift
No, I
challenges?
haven't. I haven't done those. I don't
I'm
know.
terrible at those. I don't even
I'm
bother.
terrible too. Like
I
I've
don't
played so
bother
much
with
Forza,
those.
and I'm still like I feel like I do not know how to drift still.
You need the right car and you need to probably watch a video or 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to get to that point.
Speaking of watching videos, you're still playing Halo?
What do you mean watching videos?
You told me last week I need to watch more videos on Halo. So
No, I said you need to get a coach.
Get a coach. You said watch videos and get a coach.
Or both even.
Yeah. So how's the Halo?
Halo is good.
What level are you? Did you finish the season pass yet?
No, I'm 12.
I heard that it's really easy to level up. So that's what I was asking.
I got to be honest. Like, I don't care about any of that stuff. Like,
but when you see your helmet in the game, because when you're running around, because it's in third person, and you can see the fancy armor you're unlocking.
You only see it at the very beginning and the end.
I know. So what the hell's the point?
I don't really care that there's no point for me. So I care about like winning the game and performing well in the game and having like pulling off like highlight clip moves. Basically, I'm always
highlight clip moves.
I'm always hitting that button on the Xbox controller to record the videos. Like, because
really, I haven't seen you post any.
I have so many recorded on the app in the cloud.
But you haven't posted.
I posted.
Any.
I posted a bunch. I really wish that it would just make a highlight reel for me. Like, it records all the games anyway, but I don't want to go through and like pull out my kills. Just do that shit for me. And even like you could charge for that, like a couple bucks a month. Didn't they do that once before? Like they had some like cloud thing back in the day where you paid extra for like more storage or some Halo bullshit. They should do that again. Like NVIDIA highlights and just like pull down like all that, make a highlight clip for me after every show. And then I can just put it to Twitter if I want. And I pay money for that. I don't care about the progression. I'm trying to play ranked mode. And what I care about is that when your teammates drop out, they don't replace them. And that's not fun when you're playing like a 4-on-4 or 5-on-5, whatever that is. And like you're down a guy and they never come back. It's like, well, I'm going to lose now. And should I quit too? I don't know. Anyway, I like it. Halo's awesome. I'm sure they'll fix all the shit. They'll listen to the people. But yeah, I do not care about unlocking helmets or flashlights for my helmets or any of that shit. You know, it's dumb. I also checked out the Radiohead like virtual museum thing that you can download for free on your PC if you have Epic Game Store or a PS5 or a Mac, I believe. It's on Mac too. It's called Kid A Amnesia Exhibition. And it's basically like a real life museum rendered in a computer with awesome graphics. Like it wouldn't run on Wombat's laptop because you really do need a dedicated video card. It's like on acid. It's like going to a museum on acid, I would imagine. I haven't done that, but.
So nothing's in the place where it belongs?
No, everything's in the right place.
Okay.
They have it's really like going to a museum. Thank you. It's really like we've worked on that all week and the timing was, you could tell. I go to a lot of museums. I really enjoy going to museums in real life. I find that very pleasurable. And I think like whoever made the team that made this game also does that as well, because it does feel like you're inside a real museum. But of course they could never really build a museum like this because it's too crazy, but it feels just enough like you're in a real museum to make it that much more special. I'm not like a super huge Radiohead fan, like especially like that album. Like I know like a few songs on it, but I'm not.
You know the dance remixes.
There's not even that many of the dance remixes, really. I do know the dance remixes, but I don't even think they're from that album.
It's an album I like more now than I did when it came out.
If I had a complaint, I would say there's not enough Radiohead music in the museum. Like
interesting.
It leaves you wanting more.
So
check it out for sure.
This sort of leads into this we didn't talk about.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Epic's bought Harmonix.
Yes, they did.
So we may see more things like this. Maybe they said in the press release that Harmonix first things they're going to work on stuff for Fortnite, which I think is kind of interesting.
Oh, like what? Like what?
Well, you remember the
music events and everything.
Yeah, like the Ariana Grande concert that they had.
More interactivity for the music events.
Like a more interactive.
That's a good idea.
And better, well, not necessarily better artists. Nothing wrong with Ariana Grande, I guess, but more artists and more of those, which I actually do like that because those are fun.
I only complain about. I mean, I've checked out those music events in Fortnite, and they are really cool. But my complaint was like, there's not that much to do. You're basically just jumping around watching something.
Yeah. So if they can make
that
them
would be cool.
more interactive, more exciting, and you have that type of team behind it, it's also nice to see Harmonix sort of land on its feet, I guess. So yeah,
I have a great game idea that I think Harmonix should make, but I don't want to give it out like just.
Is
on
it
the
like you use a
podcast.
plastic guitar and you push buttons
No,
and rhythm
it's
to a
nothing like
song?
that. Nothing like that. It's a rhythm. I'll give you a teaser. It's a rhythm driving game. Interested? Not like Forza at all or Hot Wheels in any way. That's all I'm going to say. Call me Harmonix /Epic Games. Let me know if I can pitch it to you. But I don't want to do any work, really. I just want to tell you the idea, then you make it. Thank you. Let's move on to what? Maybe the CAG bag? I think it's time.
Yeah.
I got to pee, so I think it's time. Let's see. This is from @DarwinLovesDevo. He writes in and says, any nomination for the best Black Friday video game deal? There were a lot of like pretty.
I did buy one video game.
Oh.
I did buy a video game during the Black Friday sale, the Xbox.
I almost did. Yes.
I bought the Capcom arcade collection for $30, which I was told is actually a pretty good price for that it may not get down much lower than that. So I'm like, I'll spring for that. It's 32 games for $30, and it's got some fun ones on it, like Forgotten Worlds and Captain Commando and all the 1940 whatevers. And yeah, I like those games. And Elliot and I have been playing them, and I've been playing through some of them. And I finished
like Street Fighter and stuff in it.
It has 3 different Street Fighters on it. There's Street Fighter 2 and 2 variations of Street Fighter 2 on there. Yeah. It's got ghouls and ghosts and goblins. You know,
Championship Edition and Turbo. Are those the two editions?
something like that.
Thank you.
So
that's good.
For me, that was worth it. It's like I have 10 minutes to play something before I go to bed. I know I'm gonna play Ghosts and Goblins before I go to bed, and that's
nowhere.
That's where I'm at. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Still stay on the first level,
or set it to super easy and get further than I should, and have it unlimited continues. So it's like, yeah, I like this.
That game was the bane of my existence on Nintendo.
Yeah, totally.
But I finished it.
Exactly. But now you could really finish it.
Yes, much easier.
I know.
Now I don't have the skills anymore. Umatter in the chat says that Radiohead that it should have been a VR thing. Yes, that's what I felt too while playing it. It would have completely tripped me the fuck out in VR. Probably would have died if that was in VR. Back to the Black Friday video game deals. I almost bought NHL 22. Like Walmart had I want to get like the digital deals, right? That's really what we're looking for.
That was today. That was Cyber Monday.
Yeah, but not really. They don't really like do anything. It's the same fucking deals, I think, for the most part.
Yeah, it's the same prices. It's just the digital versions later.
I almost bought. Oh, was there really? Like I almost bought NHL 22, but I still have 5 hours left on my trial, my EA trial. So I'm like, it's hard to get too excited about any of these things. Especially, I got a lot of Halo left to play. That's the real thing. And isn't that campaign coming out really soon?
Yeah, next week.
I'm gonna be busy. So
I did buy 13 Sentinels.
Okay.
That was on sale for 20, and that was one that I was looking for a while. So I've not tried it yet, but it'll look good on my shelf.
Nice.
Oh, and I bought another VR game. I bought Fruit Ninja VR because Oculus sent me a $10 coupon code that expired like 2 days ago, so I had to use it. And it was on sale for $10, so it cost me nothing.
How does that compare to Fruit Ninja Connect?
I haven't even played it yet.
It's gonna be much better.
If you want to know the truth,
it's gotta be better.
I'm sure it is.
Oculus is good, Chip, but you gotta wait for the next one now. There's gonna be a much better one coming out, and it's gonna be called Meta, which is that makes it better.
That's what I want to get in on. I want to see that Meta commercial a few more times.
I haven't seen that. Oh, just like a brand? Is it like a brand commercial?
It's
so bad.
I can't believe you haven't seen that commercial.
I don't see any commercials. I don't.
Yeah, I guess you don't watch football. Like if you watch football, you see that Meta commercial so many times, and it makes there's nothing to it. There's no substance to it at all.
Typical brand commercial, just about.
Yeah, it's just like here's a commercial that you're gonna hate because we're gonna play it so much. It makes no sense.
We spend so much money on ad buys. We're gonna shove it down your throat, and you're gonna be sick of it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep, but it's got really hip, like millennials in it.
Like Mark Zuckerberg.
Exactly.
At Who Is Kirk writes in and asks, will Halo be able to sustain a large audience past May 2022? What's happening in May 2022? The lights going out? I think, yes, Halo is a pretty popular brand. I think people buy Xboxes for Halo. And I think the game's going to do just fine. It's also free. Did you notice that part of the game is free? People tend to like these free-to-play games. But it does seem they have some challenges because the millennials won't play unless they feel like they're making progress unlocking their trinkets. And we need those millennials. For the old people.
Need to go buy some Nerf guns or something to get that stuff.
It's probably like, it's Pringles, isn't it? Or Monster Energy or something.
You definitely get codes with like Nerf guns.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
But we need these millennials. The old people need to play against the millennials because they don't know how to play Halo and we can get our kills against them. I read that on Twitter and I thought that was very true. I feel like that's who I'm beating. At Photo Turtle writes in and says, wife and I are visiting New York for the first time in April.
Ship a millennial, like theoretically?
No.
The oldest millennials are 40.
Yeah, I'm 42.
What are you?
42.
That's still Gen X?
No, I'm whatever.
Zoomer? No.
He's whatever I am.
I'm the in-betweener people.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? What's it called though?
It's called something. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, we're nothing.
It matches up with both mine and Wombat's feelings of the world.
Gen X is 1965 to 1980.
Yeah, but there's another one that's in there. That's right there at the end.
I don't consider myself Gen X.
Millennials, it says 1981.
Zennial is what it is.
Oh, Zennial?
Yeah, Zennial.
Oh.
Not quite a millennial, not quite Gen X. We're somewhere in between.
Yeah, we're kind of screwed in between both.
Yeah.
Sounds like bullshit.
It does.
Right. Gen X is where it's at.
It's us.
Yeah,
I can't claim Gen X. I feel younger
dirty every time I do it. Yeah.
Let's see. So what about the pizza question? Did we ask?
What is the go-to place for pizza in Manhattan?
I like Patsy's. I'm a Patsy's man.
I was gonna say I know you like Patsy's, and that's fine. I haven't had pizza in Manhattan in such a long time. I honestly don't know.
If you want like the fresh mozzarella pie,
years.
I can say Patsy's.
You guys got Little Caesars?
Pizza.
Yeah.
They still do that? Pizza?
Pizza portals?
No. I don't need that shit. I need real good pizza.
You'll be fine wherever you go. Get a dollar slice.
Long Island has like amazing pizza too, so it's like we're just tripping over good pizza around here.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even need to know the names of Manhattan pizza because it's just like there's a million. I'm sure there's a million places that Wombat could drive to in less than 5 minutes.
I would say there's a million places I could drive to in less than 1 minute.
Exactly. It's ridiculous.
It's to the point, and the best part is no one in my house could agree on what their favorite pizzas are.
Right.
So it's always like, whose turn is it to get the pizza from where they want?
Oh.
Why is it that like all the other regions, like we could make that pizza? Like, there's no like problem with making that pizza.
I honestly don't know. You know what I find a big difference is? Outside of New York, I know people always talk about the water and the crust, which yes, that's a big part of it. But I think you're also using sometimes a cheaper cheese, which I think makes a big difference.
You don't know though.
I don't know.
Don't know. Like, but it's like
you ever get a
people
pizza?
are perfectly happy with their Papa John's, right? Like,
yeah, I'm not.
That's
well, I know you're not, but every other region
they haven't had good stuff. You don't know until you have the better.
They've had it.
No, they haven't.
People have had it.
How?
They've come. People have visited New York.
Yeah, they went to Sparrow's. They thought that Sparrow's was the place to go. They saw Trump eat it on The Apprentice, and they're like, "Oh, that's how you eat pizza."
Sparrow's, yeah.
Knife and fork.
Yeah, I like. There are places by me. They're good.
Yeah, everywhere. Yeah, Long Island's good for that shit too.
I like some Papalardos. I like some Severios. That's the one that everyone talks about. That's the highest rated one.
Let's go to Patsy's. What's this guy's name? Jason. Go to Patsy's, Jason.
Go to Patsy's. You'll be fine. There's plenty of places.
All right, last question from Carl Kramer. He wants to know what each of our favorite cars are in Forza.
You know which one I really like? And it's the Porsche, the Xbox 20th anniversary Porsche. Is actually one that I use a lot.
Yep. What kind of Porsche is that?
I have no idea.
It's black and green.
20th
Yeah,
It says
anniversary.
Xbox 20th anniversary on the back
Xbox
of it.
Porsche.
Yeah. But I don't know off the top of my head. I don't.
I'm gonna look. It's a 918 Spider.
There you go.
Nasty.
That's a good car. Mhm.
It's nasty. Isn't that what the guy from Fast and the Furious died in?
Oh, I
Paul
don't know.
Walker. Paul Walker. He died in a
I don't know.
Porsche
It's the
Carrera. He was
actu-
a Carrera Spider
Oh no, this car is the one that Major Nelson actually drives.
in real life.
Yep.
No, he doesn't. I know what he says. What he drives. He drives the BMW electric boxy one, or maybe it's a hybrid. I'm not sure. You know which one you see? It's like a boxy but
Boxy
good.
one.
Boxy
but
one.
Good.
I mean, that's what he. I mean, that was a couple years ago. I don't know what he's in now. I actually, much like Carl Kramer, he says he likes the Porsche Taycan. I think that's the one that comes in the welcome pack, the electric
there's
one.
a light blue one
Yeah.
in the welcome pack.
I
That's a
think
good one too.
I love that
Yeah.
one. You can drift the fuck out of that, and I do. And
I also
it's
like the
quiet.
Halo Warthog. That's good for when you want to go from point wherever you're going to, but in a straight line and not have to deal with the roads.
Right.
I recommend the Halo Warthog.
A lot of cars can do that. Anything with all-wheel drive can do that, I feel.
I know, but the Warthog's cool.
I like the Nissan GTR as well. It's always a favorite. It also has all-wheel drive.
Mhm.
Good. I also drove one in real life on a racetrack.
That's
And
I
amazing.
hop between so many cars that
You don't
I
have,
don't know. I mean that S2 Porsche, whatever the S2 Porsche is that I have.
but you don't.
That's
We
the
don't know
one
what it is though. That's the whole thing.
It's
That's the
whatever
rub.
S2 level Porsche is. That one's a good one. I mean, I don't know. There's so many good ones.
Good ones.
I-
All right.
Yeah.
That's enough. Speaking of good ones, this show is a good one, and we can now retire as champions.
Nice.
Let's remind everybody that we normally do a show on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. on twitch.tv/cheapassgamer, not Monday nights. This is just a one-time deal. And apparently there's wrestling on both Monday. We're competing against wrestling on Monday and Wednesday nights, which is our prime audience.
Yeah, but you know what though? Wrestling sucks both days, so it's fine.
That's more controversial than the politics on the show. You can't say shit like that.
Wrestling is for losers and man children who live in basements.
I started watching, Thorban sent toys to Dan Housen. He's like this indie wrestler. And I actually started watching his videos on YouTube and his wrestling stuff. He's like, he wears like face paint and he's like Andy Kaufman, but like a demon.
Okay.
It's pretty weird.
I'll
He's
take
got
your word
like,
for
he's
it.
got like a good shtick going and he's sort of like catching on fire. I feel like he's in like the indie wrestling. I mean, I don't follow wrestling at all, but like I just was watching his videos on YouTube. Thorban's a flavor maker, a taste maker, if you will. All right, I gotta pee, so let's say goodbye. That's it. Oh no, say the ad thing.
I had to say the ad thing. Yeah.
gotta pee, though.
Mac Weldon. For 20% off your first order, visit macweldon.com/CAGcast and enter promo code CAGcast. Don't forget to use my Wombat5277 code on Fortnite, and GP can go pee because the bread is done.